He lined that up perfectly. He got the right line for the corner. It started 2 corners back effectively, but he's made it stick. And so now Anti-Bury comes through Woodcote corner up into 2nd spot. And he's hunting down Eric Lichtenstein for the race lead. There's a spin there. It's Alex Drabble, and having to swerve in avoidance. That was Abdul Ahmed, who thankfully doesn't get embroiled in a contact. And he even gains a place. He sorts himself out quicker than the rotating Drabble does. Still sliding is Alex Drabble. Runs wide up onto the curb and now sprints his way up towards the line. Alex took a class win at Snetterton. Here, though, there's the replay. He's got it wrong, similar to Matt Rowe's drama in the earlier race coming into Brooklands, and as the car came back around, so Abdul Ahmed found himself staring at it and had to jink right in avoidance. Fabian Welter, in the meantime, is the man, yet again, holding sway within the class situation. Welter, another man heading for a crown. This, though, is the race lead battle. A rejuvenated Anti-Bury now. He's on the tail of Eric Lichtenstein. Into Village they come, up towards the loop, through that left-hander that brings them into Aintree, and then Wellington Straight. The car's ready to accelerate down to Brooklands. Big slide by Bury. Puts the power down a bit early in, kicks the turbo. He slides, he controls, he corrects, and he powers now onto Wellington Straight. His car with a Mountune repaired engine as he brakes now for the left-hander of Brooklands, and he locks up and he gets very, very close to the rear of Eric Lichtenstein's car. Is he going to be able to challenge now going up towards Luffield? No, he can't do it there, but again he's on the back of Lichtenstein. That's Alex Drabble off again. Now where's he done that? I think it's the end of Vale. Eric Lichtenstein leading over the line, but there's going to be a yellow flag zone. No, there's not, because Drabble now gets going at the approach to club. So he got it wrong, but he's back in the race. So that means that the end of Vale is going to be an overtaking opportunity. No yellow flags to threaten Anti-Bury on this lap, assuming he can stay close enough all the way now through Chapel Curve. That's the next left-hander out of Beckett's, and then Hanger Straight and down through Vale they will go. Lichtenstein leading, Bury second, and the clock ticking away towards the end of 18 minutes. It's a 9-lapper, effectively. That's what they got in the previous 2, as Bury now challenges on the outside line. He gets his nose in front, but briefly, and Lichtenstein fights back on the inside line. Down through Stowe, into the Vale now. Lichtenstein it is, just fending off the Finn as they break for the approach to club at the end of Vale, and Bury has to cut across the grass there. There was no gap. He leaps over the curb, he goes over the gravel, he goes over the grass. He's back on the road. Lichtenstein sees him coming, goes round the outside of him, and Anti-Bury then is in 2nd place. Really weird moment that for him. Now, has that done any damage to the car? He's approaching Abbey now. It doesn't look at the right corner, the right rear corner, doesn't look right. He rides the curb and something has gone wrong. There's a suspension breakage. Look, the car sits down, and that I can only assume is by bouncing over the curb here. Look, as Lichtenstein moved across, Anti-Bury drove over the grass to avoid any contact, but I think it was that launch over the curb and the impact as he landed again that has done for the suspension. He gets back onto the road, but he's broken something in that landing, and so Eric Lichtenstein is on his own, and that is going to mean that Anti-Bury there, look, is a retirement. And very quickly, the championship effect is that although he won't score, he'll at least be able to count that 0 as one of his drop scores by the end of the season. But Eric Lichtenstein, in the meanwhile, is on target for a further 30 points, and he's going to take the championship down to the wire at Donington. Eric Lichtenstein wins as he comes across the line, but for 2nd place, it is going to go the way of Luke Williams. Here he is, some way back, but Luke Williams will be delighted with that after a really rough time in the championships in Alton Park. And Ryan Cullen, for the first time all season, is going to get on the podium. Here he comes across the line. Ryan Cullen then bags 3rd. And yet again, it's going to be Fabian Welter then who comes through to score honours in the Duratec class. The Mexican driver, dual nationality, French-Mexican, still 16 years of age, heads up through Woodcote corner, checkered flag at the ready for him. The Rendezvous racing car is going to score a win. Fabian Welter comes across the line, and it's going to be George Blandell, not that far behind him. 2nd time around, in fact, just a 2.5 being the gap between them. So, Eric Lichtenstein adds another win. He's now 1-10. 2nd, Luke Williams. 3rd, Ryan Cullen. It's hotting up nicely.
Weekend has been 3 wins, but none of them were easy, you know. I had to fight all of them. It was just keeping the pace from the beginning till the end, you know, and it's been really good. You know, the car has improved a lot. I'm improving a lot, and hopefully we can keep improving. You know, it's not over yet.
A very difficult weekend. We struggled straight away in first practice, and then qualifying and the 2 races. To be honest, very happy with the 2nd place. Obviously, inherited it from Anti's off. But no, very happy with the second place.
It's really good winning in such a special circuit. The team has been giving me a great support, and well, this is the result of hard working, and well, we're still catching up for the championship.
There are 3 more races still to run. They're all at Donington Park, and it's going to determine whether Antti Burri or Eric Lichtenstein ends the year as the champion. Burri has the advantage from Lichtenstein's second. Jake Cook now runs third. It's Julio Moreno fourth, and the absent Cavan Corcoran fifth, with Ryan Cullen's podium bringing him into the mix. Fabian Welter heads the Duratec class, but Matt Rao is not that far behind. There's going to be another great fight on the cards as we head to Donington in the Duratec class as well, with George Blundell just fending off Alex Drabble for third. Donington Park is going to be all action.
So another fantastic race weekend from Silverstone for Formula Ford, and now it's all getting very close and competitive in the championship. Next up, we'll be travelling to Donington Park, where these titanic battles will be settled once and for all. It's the season finale and it's set to be a cracker. We'll see you there.